Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Welcome to Chill Spot Variety 10-minute, whatever
Chill
we
spot,
decide to call it.
Variety, 10-minute, whatever we decide.
Well, yeah, that's going to be our jingle from now on.
Yeah.
As you probably noticed in the thumbnail, we're playing another card game today that's called $1 Million Butt, made by the good people over at Rooster Teeth.
Good old Rooster Teeth.
I'll explain the rules. We're playing with the you bet your ass rules because there's only two of us here. Basically, one of us is going to be the judge. We're going to draw one of these cards. A black card called a trigger card and a gold card called the rule card. Now, the black card will have something like $1 million butt, and the gold card will then inform what the butt is.
Yeah.
So now the way the game is played is that the judge is going to read the scenario. Sam and I are going to talk about it. And the person who isn't the judge is going to bet in their head whether or not they think that the judge will do it. They think like their moral compass is low enough that they would do it, I suppose. But yeah, and then if you guess right, you get a point. And if you don't, you don't. It's first to 5, but because there's just two of us, I say we do for first to 3.
Sure.
We'll start off with that.
Sure.
Why don't you start us off as a judge, Sam?
Okay, so this black card first?
You draw a black card and then a gold card.
Okay. $1 million, but every time you wake up, you must tattoo a teardrop on your face.
Every time you wake up?
Every time I wake up.
So you would theoretically be covered in tears from like your tear ducts.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the way down to your chin. Every time you wake up.
All over my face. They would be all over. I'd have to move. It wouldn't have to be on my, like underneath my eyes as if I was actually crying. It could be like on my forehead, on my cheek, on my nose.
So that begs the question. If you do this and you get $1 million, can you then spend that $1 million getting tattoo removals?
Oh my god.
Because you would have to at that point.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
Yeah, but like the return on that is that like, laser removal isn't cheap.
No.
And I would lose, by the time I was done paying for the removal of each tattoo, to say nothing of the effect it would have on my skin. It would completely undo my skincare routine that I work on.
Your serums wouldn't mean shit.
My serums wouldn't do shit. I wouldn't have as much money to play around with because I would have spent, I don't know how much a laser tattoo removal is, and I imagine that it's a sliding scale depending on how big and how long it'll take to remove, but I imagine that starting base price for a tattoo removal isn't cheap.
No, it has to be expensive for sure.
A few hundred, like several $100s at bare minimum.
Well, because you have to think about it, right?
And like you might, depending on the tattoo, I might need to go in for multiple sessions.
Yeah.
Probably not that many for a single teardrop, but like.
Well, this begs the question: would you let the teardrops build up before you removed them?
No, I would remove them one by one.
So like you would like.
So I feel like a giant undertaking would be more expensive. And would hurt more.
Yeah, right? So
it would be extremely painful.
Every single day, you're a millionaire. Every single day you wake up and there's a tattoo artist stationed in your home to tattoo tears on your face.
Yep.
You would then go immediately to the laser removal to get that fresh tattoo removed.
Yeah, I would wake up, tattoo my face, turn right around, go to the tattoo removal place and be like, take this off of me.
Well, I have my bet.
I don't think they can do. I don't think they can do it so soon. The tattoo would have to heal. So I'd have to like, oh my god, I couldn't even get it removed one by one because like I would probably have to wait for the tattoo to heal, which can take weeks, even for a tiny tattoo.
And every day you're getting a new tattoo.
And every day I'm waking up during those weeks, so I would have several tattoos by the time I could actually get to a laser removal place. And I couldn't even remove all of them because by the time I went to the tattoo place, some of them would still be fresh. I would have fresh tattoos on my face. So I would just be...
I mean, I have my bet. I think I know what you
What is your bet?
Well, I mean, if I say it, you need to be honest, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the way it works. So I don't think you would do this. So.
I would not do it. I wouldn't do it.
I think you'd be insane.
I wouldn't tattoo my face every day. I'm so against face tattoos. I think they're so stupid.
Of course. Of course.
Granted, no, I shouldn't say that.
Granted.
Wait. I have a friend who is a tattoo artist. Ergo, she has a lot of tattoos.
Does she have face tattoos?
She has a face tattoo. It's very nice. I'll show it to you sometime. I'm not gonna blow up her spot on the channel.
Yeah, really.
But like, I'll show it to you sometime. It's very nice. It's very much not like Post Malone face tattoo.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. Well, that's a point for me then.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn to be a judge.
Okay.
So let me see here. Alrighty, Sam. For me, $1 million, but when I have negative thoughts, chewing gum is teleported from someone else's mouth into my own. So every time I have a negative thought, which are like,
Yeah.
you know, like I'm not like a pessimistic person, so I don't have.
No, but like you get frustrated.
Yeah.
I feel like you get frustrated at something every single
Well,
day.
I was just about to say, like, there would not be a day where I wouldn't have at least one negative thought.
Yeah.
Now, this begs
You're
the
only
question.
human.
This begs the question: is every single negative thought a new piece of gum? So is there gonna be like 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of
It's
gum
like
a day?
no one's going to ever be able to keep their gum.
Right.
Because like the cam roulette wheel is just coming for you.
Well, that's just it. Like, so, and that also begs the question: like, if someone is sick and chewing a piece of gum, and I'm unlucky and get their gum, like, am I gonna get sick if I chew their gum? Also, do I have to like chew it? Because
Right.
my theory would be like, just spit it out.
Yeah.
Every time you have a negative thought, you just keep a cup by you all the
Right.
time.
You don't have to chew it.
And you just, you know,
Yeah.
just every time you like,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know, man.
I think that like it would be like a slobbery piece of gum, like it would have just come from that person's mouth. You can't avoid that.
It wouldn't be like a single chew, like you know, they put it in the mouth.
Every once in a while, if you time it properly, you might get lucky and you'll get a piece of gum that's like on its way. It was like on somebody's tongue, but they haven't like broken it yet. They haven't actually like chomped down on it yet. And it just gets taken out of their mouth. And you get
Right.
like a fresh piece of gum
Just
in
like-
your mouth,
like-
and you just gotta spit it out.
Maybe I'm in the
Yeah.
mood for gum.
Exactly.
maybe I want some gum,
exactly.
you know,
Maybe
like,
you want
all right,
yeah. You're like, oh, I wish I had
not
a
bad.
fresh piece of gum right now. Well, I'm a huge piece of shit, and I'll never achieve anything in life.
There you go.
And then
Ooh,
you get a piece of gum, a fresh piece of gum too, like
Ah, it's-
flavorful.
juicy fruit. Now I'm having another negative thought. I got another piece of gum. Like, fuck.
But you get $1 million out of it. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Well, do you have a bet?
I think I do.
What is it?
I think you would do it.
I think I would do this too, actually.
Yeah.
Because this is pretty manageable.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, it's
Also,
you
like,
can also just spit it out.
okay, so I'm concerned. This is super nitpicky. So like, tell me if I'm getting ridiculous here. You get $1 million. No, let me see the cards.
Okay.
You get $1 million, but when you have negative thoughts, chewing gum is teleported from someone else's mouth into yours. Oh, I see this now. I was gonna say like,
Do people know about that it's happening? Like, do people know?
no, I was gonna say like, do you only get $1 million once? So like,
Yeah, it's one sum, $1 million.
and then for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
you're just like chewing used gum.
But then you have $1 million like in your bank account. Like, you can
Yeah.
like turn that into money. Like,
Yeah.
you invest properly and shit. So,
Right. I think you would still do it.
of course I would do it.
I think this is a bit of a shit trade-off. The rest of your $1 million once. If it was like $1 million every day,
Like an investment.
yeah.
No, I would still do that. Because, like, even then, like, all you'd have to do then,
Still $1 million.
you could still train yourself to be, like, infallibly optimistic.
Yeah.
And therefore, you just would have less negative thoughts.
Yeah.
It also, it begs the question, like, what constitutes a negative thought?
Yeah.
Like, but, you know, yeah, I would do this. I think that's manageable.
Yeah.
To be a millionaire.
Yeah, yeah.
So, a point for Sam.
Okay, and a point for you.
Yeah.
We each have
1 point.
1 point.
Yep.
2 points between the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
I can count. $1 million, but when you hear the happy birthday song, your hair catches on fire.
Wow. Do we even need to debate that?
My hair is extremely important to me. It's a huge part of my.
You also can't listen to the happy birthday song. That's actually a good point. You hate having the happy birthday sung to you.
Yeah.
So you could just refuse having that sung to you.
No, but like, I can't stop it from being sung around me. If I like walk down the street and I walk past
is
a
whenever you
restaurant
hear,
with like an
okay.
open patio and there's
Someone's like,
someone's
"Happy
having a birthday."
You're like,
yeah, and I just like become engulfed in flames immediately.
well, actually, it begs the question: does all your hair light on fire, or is
Yeah.
it kind of like,
Yeah.
like there's like a fire starts, so you can be like, oh, and like put it out real
or
quick.
is it just like one big woof?
Yeah, like, are you like fucking like you know, like a fire wizard? Like
Yeah.
your hair just turns on fire.
Yeah, fucking like Chris Evans in Fantastic Four, fucking Flame Boy.
You're the Human Torch.
The Human Torch, yes.
What did you call him?
Flame Boy.
Flame Boy. Everyone's favorite member of the
He's my
Fantastic Four.
little
Flame Boy.
Flame Boy.
Go, Flame Boy.
Flame Boy on. Do you have your bet?
I mean, this is pretty open and shut, in my opinion.
What do you think?
No.
Yeah.
Of course not.
My hair is too important to me. It's a huge part of my identity,
So-
and like the only thing that confirms that I am in fact black because I'm too light skinned. So like,
Well.
I just I need it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I need it.
All right, so that's another point for me.
Yeah.
Let me see here, Sam. Let me see. Okay. $1 million, but every time a new superhero movie comes out, you shed all of your skin like a snake.
This sounds like Martin Scorsese wrote it. Like every time a new superhero movie comes out, as if there's like a new one every fucking day.
Right.
It's like I think like the Birds of Prey one is up next, and then I don't know
like,
what's happening in the superhero movie
it would
world
be
for a while.
Black Widow, but then like after that is Doctor Strange, but I don't know when they're coming out. Like they come out like whenever they want to.
You know? So like every like 2 years or so when a superhero movie comes out, you shed your skin.
Well, it begs the question, is shedding your skin painful for snakes? Like, or
No.
is it's just like something they do?
No, because snakes shed their skin because they've outgrown it.
Right.
So it's relieving to them.
So I would like,
shed your skin.
so then theoretically speaking, so they release what, like 2, 3, usually 2 superhero movies a year, right?
Something like, yeah. Well, I feel like now that the MCU is complete, like that whole, well, it's
It'll
not
slow
complete,
down.
but like the Infinity saga is complete. It's gonna slow down a lot.
That makes sense. So okay, fine. For argument's sake, actually, well, no, that's just thinking about the MCU. There's also tons of different kinds. So let's say average,
I just said like Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey.
on average, let's say there's 4 of these movies that come out a year, right? So I would be shedding my skin 4 times a year. So I don't know how
Once a season. Once
a quarter.
Yeah. Once a quarter.
Every fiscal quarter, I shed
Yeah.
my skin like a snake.
That's how Wall Street works.
Yeah, exactly. So it begs the question then, like,
fucking
would
lizard
my
people.
skin get like bulbous and like too big?
No, like it does. I mean, I've never seen a snake on the brink of shedding its skin because I'm not fucking disgusting.
Right.
But I would imagine like I don't think it looks like anything. It's just it just feels tight.
And
for
it would
the
feel
snake.
good.
Yeah.
So
It would feel good to shuck off its old skin. It's old dead skin. It needs to come off.
That's true. I mean, it
I
feels
think
good.
that would be great for your skin, actually. If
Yeah.
we could just shed skin all at once universally and just have like fresh skin underneath to have until the next time it was time to shed your skin, I think we would all look fantastic. We would all look like Cicely Tyson if we could like shed our skin all at once.
Think about the garbage dumps that would just be full of human skin if all of us could shed their skin like every couple of months.
Yeah.
Like, it would decompose after a while, of course.
It would
'cause it's
decompose
skin.
in like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Because it would be like it'd be very thin. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit of epidermis.
Right. Well, do you have a bet?
I do. I think you would do it.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a bad trade. Like,
Yeah.
this is another one where it's like, this is manageable in my opinion.
Yeah.
Every
If
time
anything, it would probably feel a little good.
I mean, yeah, fuck. All
You'd
I
be
have to
like,
do,
oh, finally, God, I thought it was never gonna come off.
Google what superhero movies are coming out that year, put that in my calendar, and maybe just be prepared for it.
Yeah.
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 That's really,
You
yeah.
can live with it.
I'm
Why
getting-
are you getting like the good ones and I'm getting like, so you get $1 million, but every time you see your mother, somebody shits in your mouth.
Yeah. It's like $1 million, but someone shoots you in the face.
Yeah.
It's like, so you're just dead?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's 2-2.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
We're tied
I'm
up.
getting the shit scenarios, but we're both tied 2 for 2, so really, we both win here.
Yeah.
$1 million, but every time you get lost or need directions, a cockroach suddenly appears inside your mouth.
Oh, I mean, well, see, okay. This begs the question: does that count for like Google Maps? Does every time I use Google Maps, like this is gonna happen?
I think it does. Considering when this game was made, I think it does.
Well, but okay, hang on.
Because it exists in the world of Google Maps, so.
Every time you get lost or need directions. Okay, so I thought maybe it would say ask for directions.
No.
Yeah, so I would say that then. Well, yeah, this is kind of like the gum one. It's like, yeah, a cockroach isn't supposed to be in your mouth, but like you could just like spit it up, and be done with it.
If it happens a lot, I would imagine you would get used to it, and then I wouldn't even think about it.
There might be weeks that go by without you being lost.
Yeah.
Maybe you would just need to be diligent.
Yeah.
And like, you know, not be
Granted, like right now, like I'm taking the bus everywhere, and I'm constantly like I haven't taken the bus in my city in years, and
Right.
I'm constantly looking up trip planning to like figure out what buses to take to get to certain destinations,
Right.
which counts as looking for directions. So
so does that also begs the
like
question.
every evening there's a cockroach in my mouth, guaranteed.
Well, but that's also the thing. Every time you type in a new address into Google Maps, another cockroach comes into your mouth.
Yeah.
So like you'd also have to remember that like when you're out in the street and you need to like, they'd be like, you might spit out like 5 cockroaches on the way to somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, you might actually introduce cockroaches into an ecosystem that can't support
It would
it.
cause a cockroach infestation.
Yeah.
I have to carry like a cockroach jar around with me.
Exactly.
Like for
chew?
like for dip or for like sunflower seeds, but it's just like full of like cockroaches climbing all over each other.
Sam, like what you eating? And it's like.
But I wouldn't poke holes in the lid. I would let them. I would suffocate them and let them die.
Oh wow,
I'd, like,
okay.
close it.
I guess cockroaches are like.
And then like dump it out at the end of the day.
They're
the
pests,
dead cockroaches,
right? Like they're not
huge.
There's
big
no short supply of cockroaches.
Yeah. Oh my god, I would have like jars and jars of living cockroaches in my house that I'd have to like keep inside, otherwise they would cause an infestation.
You could just like, well, see, that's the fucked up part. Is that's another thing is the cockroaches are super resilient. So I don't know. You can probably buy like cockroach killer in like a spray, I think.
Oh my god, and just like spray it directly into the
Just
jar
like,
every night. Exterminate them every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of cockroach corpses, but like $1 million.
They'd be dead and not infesting my house.
And you're a millionaire.
And I'm a millionaire.
You can afford to live on your own where you're inconveniencing anyone with your cockroach spit. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You have your bet?
I think I do.
Okay, what do you think?
I think you'd do it.
I think I would do it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Tyler
You know?
the Creator did it. I can do it.
That guy ate a cockroach.
Yeah, he ate a cockroach.
I remember
once.
Yonkers.
Okay, so we're 3-2 now.
Yeah. I mean, which technically means I've won.
Oh shit, you're
Because
right.
we were playing to 3.
Because we were playing to 3.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Well, that was fun. I like this game.
Yeah.
I think this would be fun with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, maybe we'll get some extended crew in here.
I am impressed with this though because
Spark conversations.
well, no, I'm impressed with this because it just shows how much I do in fact know you. Like,
Yeah, really.
Like intimately and like closely that I
Yeah.
can like tell what you would and wouldn't do for $1 million. I mean, like I don't know what you wouldn't do for $1 million because you said yes to everything that you got.
I also
it was
got
extremely
rather
easy
easy
and
scenarios.
pleasant even. But
Well, here, why don't we'll do one more fun one just to
Okay.
see if I get like a fucked up one.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Let me see here. This doesn't count. Like I won game 1. $1 million, but at every family gathering you lose 2 hours of sleep.
That happens every time we go to a family gathering.
I was about to say, you know what?
Unfucking believable.
This is actually okay. You know what? We'll put a little wrench in this. This won't count, of course, but like, I actually don't know if I would do this because social gatherings, like if anyone in the family is listening, not specifically family gatherings in general,
Social outings.
interaction tends to gas me. So if I lost 2 hours of sleep at a family gathering, which is like a social thing where I'm already kind of feeling a little drained, like I don't know, man. But at the same time, I don't have family gatherings all that often. The Christmas
Yes,
season,
you do.
the Christmas season would be a nightmare.
This pet 2019 was huge for family gatherings.
Right,
They
but-
happen all the fucking time.
Yeah, it was a pretty dense year for that.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do this.
Really?
I don't think I would do this, no.
I just feel like you've pushed through on little sleep before. You know?
I don't do well.
And it's also
I don't do well.
what kind of sleep did you get the night before? Did you get a full 8 hours the night before and now you're only operating on 6?
Like that, yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's doable.
Well, okay, fine. Let's be fair then. My usual average anywhere
you
from...
usually know about family gatherings beforehand, so you can plan to sleep for like 12 hours.
That's true. Very rarely does family gatherings get like sprung on me.
Exactly.
But sleep is so important to me. Like, and I mean that more than like the teenage like, "Oh, I just love sleeping." Like no, like sleep
No,
is
like,
super
for your
important for your
well-being
health.
and health. And, yeah. And
Super
overall
fucking important. I don't know. What do you think?
I like, okay, I have to think. Because I have to think like, okay, would you do it or do I think that you can do it, but
Right.
you're not going to do it anyways? Because I think that you could do this and you get $1 million.
That's
like,
true.
Remember, you have $1 million.
It comes out on the other end no matter what.
And you just lose 2 hours of sleep at every family gathering. Your family are lovely people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're family, they're wacky, and they drive us a little crazy sometimes, but we love them and they're good people.
Of course.
As all good families do. My family drives me crazy sometimes as well.
No, of course.
On the occasion. And you often know when a family gathering is going to happen, so you can plan ahead. You can plan to get like a full 8 hours of sleep, and then, you know, family gathering happens and you're only operating on 6 hours of sleep, which is like obviously not doctor recommended, but doable.
Right.
I think I do that like every day, just about. I think I operate on like 5 hours of sleep.
Which is yeah, that's rough.
So yeah, you'll be able to plan for it, and you have $1 million.
I would have $1 million.
I think you would do it.
With $1 million? Yeah, you know what? I think I would do it too.
Yeah.
So we'll say that.
Like you can still like sleep for like 10 hours then, and then you lose 2 hours, and you're operating on a full 8 hours of sleep anyways.
That's true.
You know?
I am a millionaire, so I can afford to do these things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can do that for yourself.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Chill Spot 10-minute variety, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week, probably with more card games.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep this slot pretty fresh.
Hopefully Cam suffers next time.
We'll do a part 2 of this, maybe with some guests.
Maybe.
And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.